Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 18, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Sherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in NewsBits tonight. The Department of Health reported today the first coronavirus disease case in Cebu. The Philippines now has 202 COVID-19 cases. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
The Department of Health has recorded 15 new cases of coronavirus disease, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in the country to 202. One of the positive cases is in Mandaue City. Patient 188, a 65-year-old male Filipino, is confined at the Chonghua Hospital, Mandaue. The Mandaue City Public Information Office also confirmed that there are 37 patients under investigation and 64 persons under monitoring in the city. The DOH also reported that 3 additional patients in the country have died from COVID-19, bringing the total number of mortalities to 17. They are patients 201, 57, and 160. Meanwhile, there are also 3 additional patients who recovered from COVID-19. This brings the total number of recovered patients to 7. In Cebu City, 3 persons behind the spreading of fake news about 7 COVID-19 related deaths in the city have surrendered to Mayor Edgardo Labella. The 3 persons are employees of an insurance company. They say that their Facebook accounts were hacked and it was the hacker who spread the fake news. City Attorney Ray Gilon says they will take legal action against them. The city government has reminded the public not to spread fake news about COVID-19 to avoid causing panic. Chari Coronel, NewsBits Tonight.
The Cebu City government has deployed 13 buses to cater to affected commuters for free following the implementation of a curfew in the city. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
The Cebu City government has deployed 13 buses to cater to commuters having a hard time getting a ride, especially those who travel beyond the curfew hours. The bus will ply the city roads from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. with its entry point at South Road Properties. Mayor Edgardo Labella says the public can ride for free. There will be 3 buses in Barangay Bulacau, 1 in Barangay Inayawan, 1 in Barangay Cogon Pardo, 2 in Barangay Guadalupe, 3 in Barangay Talamban, 1 in Barangay Kasambagan, and 2 in Barangay Lahog. The city government started strictly implementing the curfew policy last Saturday, March 14. The curfew ordinance prohibits minors from loitering or staying outside their houses from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. The city government urged residents to bring identification cards to allow the police and barangay tanuds to be guided in checking them. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
Amid the coronavirus disease pandemic, the business sector and utility providers heed the call of Cebu mayors to extend the due dates of their customers' monthly bills. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
As most Cebu residents reel financially due to business disruptions caused by the coronavirus disease pandemic, telecommunication companies, banks, and other commercial establishments have heed the call of Cebu mayors to extend the deadline of the monthly collection of bills from their customers. The Visayan Electric has given 30 days extension for the deadline of the monthly bills for their consumers without penalty. The Metropolitan Cebu Water District has given 5% discount to their consumers with a minimum monthly bill. MCWD says there will be no service interruption and there will be no penalty for those who cannot pay on time. Cebu Bankers Association says they will also impose a 30-day grace period for those who will pay for their loans. Meanwhile, the Mactan Electric Company Incorporated has also given a 30-day payment extension for bills with due date this March. Meanwhile, Cebu City Raymond Alvin Garcia says the council plans to pass an ordinance giving firms a 50% discount on business taxes for March and April as a way of giving back for showing kindness to their customers. Chari Coronel, NewsBits Tonight.
More stories in NewsBits Tonight after this short break. buses and trucks were deployed in Metro Manila to provide free rides to health workers, emergency responders, and those transporting food during the quarantine. Here's 3rd Ann Peralta Malonzo for the details.
As public transport systems ground to a halt in Luzon under an enhanced community lockdown, different government offices deployed buses and trucks to provide free rides to health workers and other people delivering public services during the quarantine period. The Armed Forces of the Philippines deployed a total of 22 military trucks and 2 buses. One pickup point is at EDSA Santolan in Quezon City, going to Mall of Asia in Pasay City, Masinag in Antipolo, and Balintawak, and vice versa. Military trucks will also serve passengers along Rojas Boulevard in Pasay, Cavite Expressway, South Luzon Expressway, and other areas in Marikina. The Department of Transportation also deployed 10 buses lent by other government agencies and private companies. Pick-up points are at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITX and BFCT East Metro Transport Terminal in Marikina City. The Office of the Vice President is also providing free rides for the health workers. Pickup is at 6 a.m. at the starting point and 11:30 a.m. at the end point of 6 identified routes, which pass through various hospitals. The pickup points will be at LRT Balintawak Station, SM Fairview, RITM in Alabang, Heritage Hotel EDSA Extension, SM MOA Globe, and EDSA Extension Macabagal Avenue. Valyacar Transit, owner of Ceres Buses, has also lent 12 buses for the use of the National Capital Region policemen who are assigned to man the quarantine checkpoints. Only health workers, those transporting food, emergency responders, and others authorized to venture out of their homes may get on these buses and trucks. The PNP has issued a list of people who are exempted from the lockdown and are authorized to pass through the checkpoints. Those working in banks and other money transfer services, as well as those in factories engaged in food and medicine manufacturing, are exempted. Workers in cargo delivery and telecommunications, water, energy, and sanitation are also allowed. Reporting from Manila, 3rd Ann Peralta Malonzo, Sunstar Philippines.
For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
4 Brooklyn Nets players, including Kevin Durant, have tested positive for coronavirus disease, bringing the total number of NBA players infected by the virus to 7. The Nets announced that 1 player is exhibiting symptoms, while the other 3 are asymptomatic. All 4 players have been isolated and are under the care of team physicians. Nets' most recent games was on March 10 against Los Angeles Lakers. After the Nets announced their test results, the Lakers' 2 biggest stars, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, will now be tested. The Nets say that all players and members of their travel party are being asked to remain isolated and closely monitor their health. Besides the 4 Nets, Utah's Goober and Donovan Mitchell and Detroit's Christian Wood are the other NBA players who have tested positive. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.